Hello, my name is Margaret Adam and I'm an industry analyst with IDC. And my role within IDC is to look at everything to do with partnering and alliances. Joining me today is Sage's Global Channel Chief, Alan Laing. And we're going to be talking about some of the work that we've been doing around cloud and the implications and opportunities it presents to partners. So if you're a channel partner and a provider of software solutions, you'll know that cloud growth is accelerating pretty much across every market and every customer segment. In fact, we see cloud software growing at 5.5x that of traditional software. It's also increasingly the key delivery mechanism for broader digital transformation, and so we really see cloud at the center of industry growth. So Alan, with all this technology acceleration, what do you foresee in the months and years ahead for Sage and its Sage partners?
So Sage has long been recognised as the worldwide leader in the movement of money for small and medium businesses. We want to enhance that leadership by bringing more innovation to the marketplace through something called invisible accounting. Our mission is to embrace the world of business builders and help them grow and build their businesses effectively and quickly through providing them with all of the back office functions that help them manage their business in real time. Sage is at the cutting edge of this innovation, and we recently announced PEG, the world's first ever accounting chatbot, testimony to the fact that we're bringing innovation to the market quickly. Nobody should underestimate the change that's going on out there. In fact, by the year 2020, 70% of all software will be provided in the cloud. That provides a massive opportunity for our customers and for our partners to embrace the business models required to be able to fulfill against that promise. In the last 2 years, there were more startups than in the previous 10 years, thus demonstrating that innovation is happening real time. For Sage, we want to bring our partners with us on that journey. We need our partners to embrace the cloud model and adapt to it quickly, and to bring some new partners into our ecosystem who are fully cloud enabled.
Alan, it's great to see so much innovation coming out of Sage. We've seen some partners embrace this innovation, but there have been some that have been resistant. I think a lot of that resistance has to do with a fear that some of the newer technologies, particularly SaaS, potentially eats into their revenue. It's easier to implement, it's quicker to sell, and so potentially cuts away from some of the revenue opportunities. So my question to you, Alan, and it's a tough one, is can Sage's partners really make money in the cloud?
We believe that they absolutely can. There are lots of examples out there of some of our alliance partners already having gone through that transition with their partners and how they've proven to be very successful. We want to bring our loyal partners with us, those that have been with Sage for a number of years, and help them on this transformation. It's not just about changing the contract or the pricing model, it's a fundamental business change, and we know that, and we respect that, and we want to work with our partners in making that transition. And that transition opens up a world of fantastic opportunity for those who get it right.
So given the number of announcements that you've made, which in Sage's portfolio do you think that Sage partners should be focusing on in the near term?
So we made a lot of announcements recently about our cloud suite, which is embracing this world and providing a full suite of cloud-enabled products to help those partners on the journey of embracing the cloud themselves. It's good for our customers, and we believe it'll be good for our partners to bring that innovation that their cloud suite provides to the customer base as quickly as possible.
I think that kind of flexibility is important, and having a suite of options available. Many partners have really struggled to make the transition from the on-premises model to the as-a-service model in the cloud world. Why do you think this is?
I think it's a timing issue. I think the partners, once they get to the world of repeat, recurring, predictable revenues, can make a lot more money. And I think their business becomes predictable. They can invest in people. Investing in people is a key part of this. The skills, the approach that you take in a SaaS-based model is very different. In addition to that, I think the cloud suite offers our partners an opportunity to build vertical solutions around those products. We have talked for the last couple of years about an open ecosystem, and through our cloud suite, we're enabling a lot of independent software vendors to integrate with our products to give those partners who want to take a suite to their customers a wider offering, which they can enable through providing value-added services.
Thank you, Alan. Really interesting insights, and I think we see a very similar dynamic. We recently surveyed over 500 partners, half of which were Sage partners. And interestingly enough, 66% of those companies surveyed actually saw that recurring, repeatable revenue was a key advantage. Cloud was also seen as a door opener, creating opportunities for upsell, as well as attracting new customers in. Close to half, I think 43%, actually found that their cloud business was more profitable and growing faster than their on-premises business. We've taken all this research and prepared a series of reports and tools to help you, Sage partners, make this transition by looking at what successful cloud partners have done right. We've looked to the concepts of the partner of the future and how to make money from the cloud. We've done deep dives into partner profitability and the economics of cloud. We've also created how-to guides in terms of optimizing your sales, marketing, processes and skill sets for the cloud. We've also developed an assessment tool, which is online, which enables you to benchmark against your peers across the various elements of business model transformation necessary for the cloud world. We'll also be interviewing some successful Sage Cloud partners and making these videos available to all of Sage partners. So Alan, this is a significant investment that Sage have made into this. Could you give me a little bit of insight in terms of why you've made this investment in research?
I think Sage has recognised, because the customers have recognised, that these are the business models they want to move to take advantage of the opportunities out there. We've already done a lot inside Sage to adapt to this model. You can see that in our public statements and our numbers. We believe there's a big advantage, however, for partners now to embrace that and take it on board. We've also, through the innovation we're bringing to market and the announcement of the cloud suite and the availability of that cloud suite in multiple countries, made that investment because that's what customers are asking for and what we, Sage, and our partners need to adapt our business models to be able to take advantage of that. I think there's a lot still to do on this journey, but we are fully behind the cloud opportunity and are ready when our partners are ready, and we think that is now, to move to that quickly.
It's fair to say Sage have gone through their own transformation and have moved from becoming an on-premise ISV to a cloud ISV. What lessons have you learned in this process that you think would be worth sharing with your partners?
So we are on a journey, and we fully understand that that's not going to be easy for some of our partners to come on that journey with us. For us, there's been a lot of learning points. How we transform the business. It's not just some of the things I said earlier, it's also about cultural change. And culture eats strategy every time. So we need to make those changes and adapt our business. And that means bringing 13,500 people on that journey with you, which is not insignificant. Then bringing our partners with us, we think is very important, because the importance that partners have always represented to the Sage ecosystem and will increasingly represent in the future. We're adapting our internal infrastructure, we're adapting our culture, everything leading towards succeeding in the cloud. So let's just say that's not a new journey for Sage. It's a journey we've been on for some time. We want to bring all of our people and our partners on that journey. We think there's a good opportunity. The data that you provided us with proves that, and we think there's a great advantage for us and our partners together to really capitalise on that. This, as I said, is not new to Sage, but we have recently announced the availability of our cloud products in other countries, extending their reach and their capability so that Sage globally is a true provider of innovative, market-leading cloud products that our partners can take advantage of.
You mentioned that some are finding it quite hard to transition, and I think our research shows that too. But what do you think makes some partners more successful in the cloud? And what do you think Sage can do to help those that are finding it a little bit more challenging?
Great point, Margaret. I think those that embrace this and change their business models and adapt to a different culture are going to be more successful. That's everything through sales compensation, planning, to how they actually service and support their customers once they get them live is different from what it was before. I think for us, we are open to helping any of our partners succeed in that journey. In fact, we'll make an offer to sit down with the CEO or leaders of any of our partners' businesses and help them by sharing with them what we have done and what we've learned from other partners to show them how this can really work in practice. We launched the Sage Marketplace over a year ago, with a lot of innovation in the marketplace available to our partners and our customers, the extensive ISV community that's now already live on our marketplace. We'll continue to evolve the innovation we've talked about in visible accounting and all that means for our partners and our customers, and to enhance our cloud-based products. Bear in mind that cloud-based products can be enhanced in real time, day in, day out, and it's not a question of waiting for the next release. So that's something, an important change that partners and customers need to understand and how that's all going to work. Finally, we're in the process of launching the Sage Partner Programme, which is how all of our partners will work with Sage in a much simplified, enhanced experience to ensure that we take the complexity of our business away from our partners and help them work with us much more easily, and therefore not tie them up in internal resources trying to navigate the Sage infrastructure of the past. And we're very committed to making that as simple as possible.
Thank you, Alan, for your time and your words of wisdom, some really sound advice in there. I think we recognize that cloud represents a big opportunity. There's a huge amount of innovation being built around it, and it presents a significant opportunity for partners. But it is potentially disruptive, and I think all of the research that we've done, all of the tools and assets that we've created can hopefully help you and provide some invaluable guidance on how to take advantage of this opportunity, but to also to continue to run a profitable and sustainable growing business. With that, I thank you for your time. Goodbye.